It's Bianca, your friendly neighbor apartment locator. And like I said the last time I did a live, it's Bianca of BiancaRoberts.com. I love to do that. So I'm just going to jump into it because I just felt led to do a live right now. My previously scheduled real estate agent actually no-showed me. I'm going to try to stay on topic. I jot down some, notes that I wanted to talk about what my real estate funnel is. So if you are watching this on a replay, go ahead and put replay in the comments. But I wanted to basically talk about what my real estate funnel is. About, I guess, a week and a half ago, I was sharing in real estate groups, and I'm always dropping nuggets in real estate groups about lead generation, how I get 50 to 100 leads a month, and I'm just sharing out of the kindness of my heart. Most of the time, it's because I'll see a comment someone makes in a group, and I'm like, I have so much to say about this. Let me go ahead and reply to the comment. So a week and a half ago, I set off a couple of bombs, is what I call it, in some different Facebook groups because people were asking about lead generation. And I just started sharing with people how I get the leads. And then folks were like, well, wait a minute. What do you mean that's how many leads you get? Which then led me to offering to chat with people one-on-one, which led me to send out a bunch of calendar invites and offer my calendar to people, which then led me to having the next 2 weeks packed with real estate agents that I'm going to be, just chatting with. And one of them, who was supposed to get on just before this, about an hour ago or so, no-showed me. And so when I told the story a week ago about how I charge real estate leads, not real estate agents, but real estate leads, to talk to me up front, the way I came up with that was because of what I just shared with you. I have someone who was scheduled an appointment and she did a no-show. So I feel like free is pretty much like not respected by anyone. And last year I did the same thing. I basically bounced between two audiences that I'm trying to help: people who want to rent apartments and real estate agents who need to get leads. So when I came up with a fee for the real estate leads, it's because I was super bombarded with appointments and I was basically sick of people wasting my time. So the progression of what I've done online started with, first I was charging nothing to my real estate leads. Then I got so overwhelmed and so bombarded, I was burning myself out. I started charging $25 consultation fees. And then after I started charging the $25 consultation fees, it did slow things down and I got some more qualified people on my calendar. From there, I just, said, forget this, I'll bump it up to $40. And so incrementally, I charged a little bit more because I was trying to weed out people who no-showed me. So basically, when someone comes to me and they ask me, well, how do you have the audacity to charge a fee? I decided I didn't want anybody to, waste my time. So when I was sharing about a week or so ago in these groups and telling people how many leads I get per month, the next logical question people would ask would be, not only how in the heck do you have the audacity to charge a fee, but what is your funnel? And I realized the label or the term funnel is confusing to people, or some people. They've never heard of what a funnel is. So a funnel is just basically a capture page. That means that you go to someone's site, they're offering you something for free, you put your email address in, and then you get the thing that they offered you. So when I labeled this, what is a real estate funnel, I have to tell you a little bit of a story. If you look on my social media, you look at like my branding, my background photo on Facebook, you'll see a company called Digital Mentors. And if you go to digitalmentors.com, you're going to see me on the front of their website. I'm not saying that because I'm trying to boast, but I'm trying to explain to you how in the heck did I get on the front of this website called Digital Mentors. And it is going to tie into what I said, what is my real estate funnel? So 3 years ago, I joined this community and they were called My Lead System Pro. And when I joined My Lead System Pro, originally I joined it because I wanted to know, how do you make money online? And I remember back in like 2014, 2015-ish, I heard somebody that I respected in the online space say My Lead System Pro. People used to just call it MLSP, and I was sitting around one day and I said, you know what, let me just type into Google that thing I heard somebody say. So I went to my computer literally and typed in My Lead System Pro, or MLSP, and it came up. As soon as it came up on the screen, I was like, oh, this is the company I heard about. So I put my information in and I subscribed. And at the time, subscribing to My Lead System Pro was $49 a month. When I joined the community, it was like they were teaching people, for example, if you have a weight loss shake, they were teaching people who sell things like Mary Kay or weight loss shakes how to brand and market themselves online. So originally I did feel out of place because I did not have network marketing or weight loss shake type of company to promote. I just wanted to learn internet marketing and how you make money from the internet, right? So when I joined, I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking at this stuff. I don't know if I'm supposed to be like learning from them. And at the time, they were really focusing on a lot of training that they could give to people, what I would say for free. So for example, if you talk to one of your friends and your friend is like, I don't have any leads for my business. And you go to your friend and you say, you know what? Hey friend, I have a training on how you can build your audience on Instagram. Well, at that time, My Lead System Pro was like, okay, we'll give you out free trainings that you can give to your friends so that they can watch a training on Instagram. And that was your freebie. That was your giveaway, so to speak, to help your friend if that's what they wanted to know about. And I just stuck around with the community for a while. I was really like watching what they were doing. But then after a while, I started to get this feeling like, well, if all of these people have a weight loss shake to sell, or they have makeup to sell, or whatever, then maybe I should go find some kind of company to join. And so I was always like on the hunt, so to speak, for a company to join that would have made what they were teaching something that I could apply the business to. And at that time, I was not worried about marketing real estate because I wasn't active in real estate on the side where I have to use my license. I was working for a builder. And in Texas, just so y'all know, that you don't have to have a real estate license to work for a builder in Texas. They treat it in Texas the same as if you were selling cars. You don't need to have a license to sell cars. It's just a high ticket item. So in Texas, even though I have been licensed for 19 years, 3 years ago, I was just sitting at a builder collecting checks and doing that. So when I'm in this My Lead System Pro system, I wasn't thinking, well, I need to be using this training to build my real estate business because I didn't need it. If you work for a builder, real estate agents bring buyers to you. The marketing department brings buyers to you. Buyers walk in off the street and buy homes. You don't really need to promote yourself online, in my opinion, if you work for a builder. So I had no need of using my marketing training, so to speak, to build my real estate business. So I'm in this system with these folks. They're training me. And then this guy named John reaches out to me and he says, Bianca, I see you online and you're always talking about digital this and digital that. I would like you to help me build my real estate business on social media because that's really not my thing. So I started working with John. John is like in North Carolina. And I really liked working with John. And John was paying me to post on his socials. And he kept saying, Bianca, if you're a licensed real estate agent, why don't you go ahead and reactivate your license? And I was like, I guess I could reactivate my license and go back into the business on that side, not on the builder side, just on the regular real estate side. And I just really didn't want to. I was dragging my heels. I've already sat in open houses and waiting for people to come into my open house. I've already driven buyers around all weekend, Saturday and Sunday, going from house to house to house. So when John was kind of what I call pumping me up to reactivate my license, he really got put a bug in my ear. At the time, I'm not licensed. John is telling me go back to reactivate your license, and I'm a member of this community that doesn't match anything that I'm doing technically. I just want to know how to make money. So then all of a sudden I get this idea. You know what? I'm going to listen to John. I'm going to go ahead and reactivate my license. And then I went into the process of doing that. In the meantime, I realized that I got so much valuable information from this community and what they were teaching that when I reactivated my license, I was like, well, I'm going to use the information that they have given me to explode my real estate business. So I went to John and I said, John, it's been wonderful working with you, but basically you've inspired me to reactivate my license. And instead of posting on your social media for you, I'm going to use my social media and I'm just going to blow my business up. And basically that's what I did immediately. Inside of the My Lead System Pro software, it was not designed for real estate agents, but they had what I call blank templates where you could create a funnel for any type of lead that you wanted. So once they made that access available, then I took it and ran with it. So in the My Lead System Pro office, they have these leaderboards, right? So in the back office, they were always seeing my name on the leaderboard for most leads generated. After all, the daggone system is called My Lead System Pro. So then somebody came to me and they were like, well, let's go and see what this lady is doing. Why is she always on the leaderboards for leads generated? But I was on the leaderboards for leads generated because I was using the system and the software for real estate leads. Most of the people that were inside of the system were using it to promote either My Lead System Pro, the software itself, or to promote those physical things that I told y'all a minute ago, like weight loss shakes and all this kind of stuff. So here I am, this lone kooky person who figured out how to use the system for something that it wasn't technically designed for. I truly believe that I'm one of the people who, I would say, pressed them or pushed them to consider rebranding sooner than probably what they already had planned. I hope I'm explaining this good. So it was I'm not saying I'm the reason why they're no longer called My Lead System Pro, but I feel as though because they saw me doing something different inside of their system and having success, they said, you know what, we have plans to go ahead and change our audience. We have plans to be more generic, but look at this lady named Bianca. She's over here getting all these leads for her real estate business, and all she's doing is using the information that we've been teaching for the last 15 years to apply it to her business. So once that happened, it was another domino effect. They started bringing me out and interviewing me on their webinars, asking me what I was doing. Because I also created a course using their software. Creating that course, I made at this point, over $15,000 creating that course, highlighting what I know about real estate lead generation. So they're bringing me out, I'm coming out to these webinars, and then I get this notice from them like, hey guys, we're changing the name. It's no longer going to be My Lead System Pro. Now we're going to call ourselves Digital Mentors. But the entire time, I am still using their software to get real estate leads. So I just took their training, plugged it into what I was doing, and started getting my real estate leads. Then they put me on the front of the website showing, like, here's an example of this lady. Once they rebranded to Digital Mentors, she's made over $10,000 producing her own content for training real estate agents. And I think that basically was in line with what they wanted to do anyway. So it was kind of like them saying, hey, look at this lady. She's totally outside of our regular audience. Now we want to show you our new name is Digital Mentors, and we train people on how to be digital mentors. Like, I was the perfect poster child for their rebrand. So that's why you can go right now to their website and you'll see me standing and smiling on this thing with how much I've made in real estate course creation. So that leads me all the way back to the beginning of this thing. When people ask me, what is your real estate funnel? I'm using a piece of software for the type of real estate leads that I want. Sure, I can copy and paste my funnel and give it to you, but what I'm trying to help people understand is it doesn't matter what my funnel is. I want you to have your own real estate funnel to get your own leads for the type of leads that you want. When I explain to people this long 3-year journey that I have been on, I'm basically trying to show guys it doesn't matter. The analytical types who ask me, well, what is your real estate funnel? Like, you think that I'm going to give you the secret by you copying and pasting my funnel, and that's just not how it works. I feel as though a lot of people don't know who the hell I am, but I'm slowly getting noticed by the real estate community because what I'm doing is outside of the box. When I first got started with promoting my business, I was talking to 55 people a week. Nobody at that time was using calendars to talk to real estate leads. Nobody was doing one-on-one Zooms. Now when I go to people's profiles, everybody has a calendar. Hey, Yolanda. Everybody is, well, not everybody's doing one-on-one Zooms, but I know that the ripple effect of what I've been able to accomplish is simply because I know that I can't use copy and paste things for what I'm trying to do. So I went on this long Zoom a week and a half ago explaining to people the first piece of my what I call framework. And that part was decide what clients you want to work with. A lot of real estate agents were like, girl, thank you so much for sharing this. Now their wheels are turning in their head and they're like, well, now I need to decide who my audience is, right? I say that all of this to say that I'm not a copy and paste coach. Some of the stuff that I talk about, you probably have, some of y'all have never heard of. One of my real estate buddies, I said to her, I think you need to have a funnel. She creates all of this content, but she doesn't have any leads. And the reason why she doesn't have any leads is because she's creating content for people just to click and it falls flat. Most real estate agents put up a virtual business card, they put up their Gmail address, and they say, call me for a real estate need. And so when I tell people I can't give you a funnel. Sure, I can literally give you a copy and paste of one of my funnels. It's not that way. So the analytical people, I love y'all. But if you're thinking, well, Bianca, can you tell me exactly what funnel I should post? And can you tell me exactly what time? And what should the font be? And what color should it be? And, you know, what hour is the best, the top of the hour or the bottom of the hour? I'm not that type of coach, and I don't want to set you up for failure. I teach on concepts. So the first of my concept that I was talking about last week was D. I say D is decide. Decide who the clients are that you want to work with. So I spent a whole 28 minutes on that live, and I might post that live in the comments below this later. But then the second part of my framework is create the content. I've said this multiple times. I don't run ads. I don't post anything on Marketplace. I just put videos up online and I get a stream of 50 to 100 leads a month. So it's decide, that's the D. C is the content. And then G is give them something for free. So I'm freely giving of my knowledge right now on this live. it's called a freebie, whatever you want to call it. This is a free thing that I'm giving to people, right? Well, my free things typically aren't always just lives like this, but I do a lot of video work. When I say I give stuff for free, I use my free through a funnel. So when I told you at the beginning, a lot of people reached out to me and they're like, well, the solution is you just give me a copy of your funnel. Again, I could give you a copy of 100 funnels, but the framework that I'm describing is not going to work necessarily for you, because maybe you want to work with people who sell homes. I don't work with people who sell homes anymore. Maybe you want to work with move up buyers and they're moving up to a bigger home. I don't work with those. Now, can I show you how to create a funnel? Absolutely. But I want folks to understand that the solution isn't me just telling you what software I use. I've shared it freely. I use a piece of software. It used to be called My Lead System Pro. Now it's called Digital Mentors. I can share with you the software I use all day, every day. The idea that you can just take one piece from me and that's going to fix your business, that's going to make you get 50 to 100 leads, that's not it. The full framework is that I work with very specific people that I have chosen. Then I create content for those specific people. And then I offer them something for free through a funnel. I didn't expect this to be quite that long, but it just tickles me when I get inbox messages from people and they're just like, what's the funnel? It's not a funnel. It's not the funnel. I went from a system that was not even designed for me, so to speak, to being part of a rebrand because I get the concept of what they're teaching. They were teaching, go out, make videos, put up a funnel or a capture system to get the leads that you want. So I understood that framework and that's what I did. Over $15,000 later, I've created a real estate course. I have actually two, technically three. I'm redrafting one that I had already created. But I'm saying all this to say that the simple answer to what is my lead generation funnel, it doesn't matter. I'm going to help you create the one that you want. Whatever the heck kind of leads you want, go ahead, create the funnel for the business that you want. So I have about 9 minutes until my last appointment for the day. So I am going to jump off. I will put my calendar in the comments below. I'm not holding it against anyone who no-showed me. Don't let me go off on a no-show tangent this week. I think I had like 9 or 10 appointments. One no-showed me yesterday. Again, I'm used to it because it's the same thing happened when I was working with real estate leads and I was offering them free info. They would no-show me. So I started charging them and the no-shows went away. So I'm going to shut up. But to answer your question, I can't just give you a blanket lead funnel and say use it. You just have to meet with me. I can help you set one up. I'll hook you up. Okay, boo? So that is all. I hope you'll have a good rest of your day. I will see you at the top because the bottom is too crowded.